Have you ever felt like the whole world was pushing down on you and every little thing seemed to make things worse? You are not alone in your daily battles and pain. What if I asked you, told you that there is a way to stay calm in the midst of life's chaos and resilience? Welcome to our newest movie on how to act like nothing can bother you. Join us on a trip to learn how to control our feelings and act in a brave way. Because in the world of Stoicism, the little things don't really bother us. The only real thing we can change is ourselves. Rule number 1. Learn to listen. We've lost an important lesson in the constant whirlwind of life. What listening is good for and why. You might wonder why the world gave us 2 ears. There is only one mouth, and the answer is not chance or mistake, but a deep word. We are meant to learn about nature through its endless. One thing we should spend more time learning has been brought to our attention by imagination. We should show off knowledge from the world around us instead of our own. It's a fact that we grow the most when we talk to ourselves instead of when we listen to ourselves. Hearing about and learning from the life stories and lessons of people. Remember that we are all part of a bigger story and that every opinion counts. Each of us is a part of that great story. By opening our hearts and ears, not only smarter about ourselves, but also more spiritually rich. Let's make a promise today to not only be leaders, but also masters of listening. Isn't just a skill, it's a way of life, a way to show care for others. That we can better understand the world around us, because only by and listening to what other people have to say can we make real, long-lasting change in today's life. Rule number 2. Get ready for the A's. Time goes on. We all face our fears about the future with scary thoughts of things that are still to come. Keep our hearts on high alert, fearing loss. We can easily get caught in a vortex of worry when we feel betrayed or fail. Not feeling well, but let me give you a way of looking at things that comes from the thought of the ancients and has proven how strong and useful it is. Imagine that all those fears, the worst things that could happen, have already happened. What would be left to fear after that? This is not a call to give up. Fate, but a plan to give your spirit strength and wisdom. If you think this way, you not that will not only ease your worries, but also let relentless in. You can grow personally and spiritually if you are ready to face, and if you accept the worst that can happen, you will become stronger than ever. Fear not, for this is how you can walk your way with your head held high and your heart full of courage. So keep that in mind. In every struggle, there is a chance to grow and become more strong. Don't let fear block the sun from your future, and accept what it brings. That's how you bring about change and reach greatness in your life. Lesson number 3. Don't trust luck. Imagine that luck smiles upon you and all of a sudden you become rich. If you have everything you used to only dream of, it may seem like the height of success, but also where the real work begins. Starts wealth isn't just how much money you have in the bank. It's also how you feel about yourself, and a moral weight that not everyone is willing to carry. Think about the people who did everything right, but then lost themselves in the process. Having a lot of money and power can make us forget how important life is, which changes us into people we can't recognize in the mirror. But more importantly, it draws people to us for reasons that aren't based in reality. In real friendship, not just for their own benefit. Do not let money and power define who you are. Value what you have. As you move forward on your road, don't forget to keep your morals and spirit strong. Real wealth isn't what you own, it's what you do with what you have. Making the world a better place is what true happiness is all about. Rule number 4 for success: don't be surprised. By many times, we hear that we should avoid failing as if it were the worst thing that could happen. Result: but wise people have learned over the years that failure is not an enemy, but a master who is very helpful. Failure is not the end, it is a stopping point, a chance for renewal and growth. Did you know that in our society, calling someone a fool for being brave it's an honor to try to do the impossible because you only get to cross within the limits of safety. Do you have the chance to learn and grow? Ourselves, and we're told to stay away from mistakes. But the truth is that we can only learn from our mistakes and failures. We need to have a better idea of who we are and what we need to do to get better. Not letting loss happen, but instead not accepting it and learning from it. So, in order to move forward with more hope and determination, see failure as an important part of the path to success. Don't be afraid to face it, accept it, think about it, and use it to help you become the best version of yourself. So be brave you should push yourself, think big, and never be afraid of failing, because you're on the way to the light of excellence. Defeat is, in fact, the rule 5 of light. Death can happen at any time. Sometimes in this short life, we forget an obvious truth the journey finishes in death. This is not a warning to make you sad, but a reminder of the real worth of our time and lives is growing as we think about this. Is the money worth it if we can't take it with us when we leave? World, maybe we'd think twice about giving our precious years to get ready for material goals that can't really help us in the end. Rules of living a lot like how you carry a phone card, or if you follow these rules, it will not only be easier to deal with loss. They will guide you, but they will also tell you that life is short. Getting you to see life more truly and make the most of your time is not facing death. Not a pessimistic act, but an act of acceptance and understanding that when we accept this fact, we start to enjoy every moment of life. Spend more time with the people you love and love more. Live every day as if it were your last, but don't be afraid. Be thankful. And the will to make this life happen. Better rule number 6. Don't put all your hope in one thing. We often dream about the endless world of options and chances that are out there. We're enchanted by the idea of having just one dream and one way to reach our goals. And happiness. But don't forget that the point of life is to be different and adapt. You should only have one hope or dream and put all your trust in it. Result not only makes us more likely to be let down, but it also limits our being able to see and take advantage of other chances. Remember, every failure, every choice that doesn't work out, is a stepping stone to new opportunities. We never thought about by pursuing many dreams. We not only improve our chances, but we also become more flexible. The ability to deal with whatever life throws at us. Open your heart, accept it, and having a lot of different goals and dreams not only makes your life more interesting, but it also makes you stronger and better able to handle any situation. Discoveries. Don't limit yourself to just one road. Be open to a lot of options. And you'll see that this world really is cool. Put 7th concept into practice by being humble. About being humble is not only a good thing to do, it's also a key way to grow. When you are learning, understand that the most important thing is not bragging about what you know. Even when you think you know everything, there is always something new to learn. Everyone on the journey of knowledge sees every day as a chance to learn something new. Student willing to learn new things and try new things. From different points of view, being humble not only helps us learn better, life through the eyes of a child also helps us bond with those around us more deeply. There is no such thing as a difficult question or a stupid question. Curiosity, this desire to learn and be interested in new things, is what has pushed the biggest progress in human history. So in every area of life, keep your spirit simple, never stop asking questions, and always be looking for new things. When you know something, remember that humility is the key to a deep and real relationship. Understand life and treat every day as if it were a new chance to learn. Grow thankful for all the lessons life has taught you. Provides principle number 8. Be happy with rich people, take a seat, and let me tell you a valuable life secret. Philosophy has been put to the test over time in a world where many people are interested in money and things. Proof of success and happiness. There is a deep understanding of what What really makes life valuable is the idea of Stoic theory, which Epictetus embodies, opens a new door to happiness. When it comes to happiness and money, the really rich person isn't the one who has the most. There is more to this person than meets the eye. A reminder of how important simplicity is. It's a call to change how we think about wealth. The lesson here isn't about how to be happy in our lives, not giving up everything you want, but learning to value and enjoy what you have, what you already have in life. We often get caught up in wanting things we don't have, that we forget how valuable the things we already have are. Happiness doesn't come from never-ending collection, but from appreciating and being thankful for every moment. Remember that real wealth is not in the things you own or the relationships you have, the number of things we own, but in how thankful and happy we are for them. Those things that make you rich in this way not only make you happy, but also an important life where you don't just live for yourself, but also for the people you care about. And your number 9 of the community concept is linked. Oh, the being successful. Each of us has our own light and energy that can either shine on others or dim it. This understanding around us brings us to a key principle of life. The choice of our friends. We are often on the lookout for direct threats to our bodies. We tend to be careless when choosing relationships that affect our Epictetus was a master of life philosophy in terms of his mental and emotional state. Stressed how important it is to surround ourselves with people who can lift our spirits and make us happy, and positivity instead of pulling us down into the pit of negativity, and do not give up hope. The key is not only to stay away from people who spread bad energy, but also to find and connect with people who have won in life. Problems with unwavering faith and are ready to shine their light on the world. We not only learn how to live better from them, but we also gain strength to get through our own problems. So choosing a partner is one of the smartest things you can do in your life. Those who succeed, you will also become 10th victorious principle. Get over your thoughts of, let's think about something really important, how we deal with guilt. If you feel guilty in life, it can be as heavy as a plague, hurting your happiness and health. Epictetus, an old philosopher, said that selfish people always find a way to get what they want, a way to blame others. Most people blame themselves, but the truly wise, scientists agree that blaming someone is not a good idea today. Support this point of view that tells us to get rid of our guilt. To get mental freedom and win this fight, we must refuse to take part in the game of shame, but that doesn't mean we don't have to fix things. Wrongs. Instead, we should be smart and admit our mistakes, then move on. When you decide to change them, the feeling of guilt not only doesn't help, but it also locks us in the past and stops us from growing and learning to get through it. We need a solid with a strong will and a heart ready to face obstacles. Move forward instead of letting thoughts of don't let sorrow run your life. Accept it as a part of what you're learning and growing. Process of growth. Use the power of wisdom to see through it and keep going. Live your life with an open mind and a wide principles of the mind. Number 11. Duty for like rays of sunshine. Each of us has a unique mission that can't be replaced. Task. The sun doesn't need praise to shine brightly every morning. It just need praise to shine brightly every morning. It just does it. Carries out its duty by giving life and light to all living things. In life, we don't always receive praise or praise for our actions, but this doesn't take away from the how important our jobs are. Like the sun, every move, every choice we make has an effect on the world around us, and we must act properly and on our own, of praise or credit, really understand your role and mission, realizing that what we do affects more than just ourselves and our moral duty to take care of the world around us. Task S, without having to be reminded while waiting for praise or satisfaction from others, live each day with a sense of duty and are thankful for the chance to make a difference in the world, and do your duty without expecting anything in return, with all your heart and soul. This is how we leave a real mark and help a Rule 12 of the better world. Pick how you will respond to your life, because we can't always do that in life. We can't change the things that happen to us, but we can always choose how to deal with them and get past the problems and challenges that can come up out of the blue for any one of us, though. What makes us unique and determines our fate is not these problems, but how we choose to deal with them. An event can be seen as either a disaster or a chance to grow based on how people see it. Depending on how we see things and how we feel, a breakup can be seen as either a tragedy or a chance to learn more about oneself and begin a new life. Chapter life isn't a list of things that happen to us. It's a process that we go through, actively shape through the decisions and actions we take. Remember that you write your own story, no matter what problems life throws at you. They are chances to learn, grow, and get better. Your life is not about those things. Not what happens to you, but how you choose to live and deal with it. Happens rule number 13. Live in the simplest. In a world full of material temptations and pleasures like ours, people may wonder why they would choose a simple life. The answer, while easy. Modern culture says that life is simple and deep, but a simple life is not about that. Giving up material pleasures is a smart way to free yourself from stress, of responsibilities, and the daily effort needed to live a fancy life. When we simplify, we free ourselves from the stress of credit card fees and debt, freeing us from a never-ending cycle of money problems. Choosing simplicity is choosing a life where we value things not for how much they cost or how nice they look, but for what they mean to us. Happiness they bring is a choice of a life not driven by material wants, but centered on relationships and inner beauty. So, bet on simplicity for meaningful events. Don't look for happiness in what you own. Look for it in what you do and the people you meet. Sharing this life with in simplicity, we find out not only about ourselves, but also about what wealth and happiness are really about. Rule number 14, choose how to deal with people who don't like you. We face problems all the time, and sometimes people will criticize or look down on you, but realize that your real worth is not judged by what other people think is a concept. I want to follow to say is, don't let hate take over your life. Instead, learn to ignore it. Sounds instead of hating or responding against people who do, this will help you. Not add worth to your life. Work on improving yourself and taking care of others. Dealing with negative noise and disinterest in relationships that matter is called tranquility. Show of inner strength and confidence. Not everyone gets a spot in your life or in your thoughts. By becoming immune to bad things, you not only keep your mood and spirit from getting worse, but you also the way to grow on the inside. Remember that every day is a chance to say something. Ourselves, by the things we do and the decisions we make, not by how we handle bad things. Others by keeping a good mood and focusing on what really not only make us better, but we also have a good effect on those people with bad attitudes or who don't back us are all around us in life. Us is inevitable. No matter what, our point of view and how we handle these kinds of situations can totally change instead of letting other people's thoughts and deeds shape our lives. Let's take a higher path. One of understanding patience and ongoing growth. In the end, see every challenge and feedback as a chance to test and boost your inner strength. Being able to overlook and surpass will not only help you avoid negative effects, but they also make it easier to keep growing. Yourself in a good and useful way. Direction. Rule number 15. Look for true. In a world that is always after money, friends, we often forget that the real value of life is not in what you can buy, but in what you are. The most valuable ties we build are the ones with real friends. Things that are valuable to us, they are the ones who stand by us not only in happy times, but also when things get tough and everything else we depend on might not work. In Fade Away, friendship is like a lantern in the dark, leading the way, supporting us, so taking care of and nurturing these ties is not not just a duty, but a smart and long-term. When we put our time and hearts into friendship, we not only build a strong support network, but also make our life more valuable and meaningful. Friendship should be very important to you. Treasure and protect these friends. Think of your relationships as your most valuable possessions. Because when you have real friends in your life, you have wealth that can't be bought with money. Principle number 16. Don't let other people run your mind that there will be times in our lives when we hear mean things. How other people act is the key to keeping the peace and being happy. Epictetus, a great scholar, taught us how to deal with them, to believe that what other people say can only affect us if we let it. When we let other people's words make us upset, we are essentially, before we give them power of our emotions, we need to put up a wall to protect ourselves. Around our souls, keeping bad things from hurting us, remember that each of us is, no one can make you angry because you are in charge of your own feelings and deeds, sad or happy without your permission, so pick to listen and be smart about what you take in, and don't let bad thoughts take over your mind. Remember that you are in charge of your own life, and that you are the only one who can make choices. The way you feel and act makes a strong and adaptable mental space where you can choose to be upbeat about the world around you and how it treats you. In a healthy way, this is how we stay in charge and guide our lives toward the number 17, the light of peace and happiness. Don't stress about things that aren't your. Not only does stressing about things we can't change drain our energy, but also wastes our time, which Epictetus taught us to pay attention to. Building principles that we can get better at and learning to accept things that aren't our. While we value our opinions and passions, we must also protect our image and property. Possessions are things we can't fully get rid of. Control. So we should work on growing our inner selves and spirits. Putting aside worries about what we can do to make a change is very important. Lies beyond our grasp not only makes our load lighter, but also leaves room for fate to happen on its own. Keep in mind that acceptance doesn't mean giving up all effort. It's just a smart move. Way to see life clearly and fairly by focusing on what we can change. We not only get the most out of our energy, but also find happiness when we change and improve things. Happiness in life. Let fate take care of the things it can't change. Live a life where we live and enjoy each moment based on what we can change and make our minds better. With principle number 18, learn lessons for, take on life's difficult journey and enjoy every moment, good or bad. Epictetus's lessons give us a chance to grow and become adults. I think it's not only our skill, but also our duty to see and understand change every event into a chance. Let's say you find out on a bad day that you're about to lose. When it comes to your job, you could feel hopeless or see it as a chance to follow an interest you've had for a long time. This is not just a choice on how to deal with a problem, but an exercise in your power to make things better. We must always keep in mind that there is an answer to every problem. Every mistake is a chance to learn, and every problem is a chance. We need to be ready to let our hearts and minds be opened to take advantage of the chances that come your way. Life is full of them. Choose how we feel and learn, grow, and master ourselves. Taking steps that show you want to make progress and live a worthwhile life. Value 19 of the life principle. In the busy and noisy world of today, silence is a valuable thing, resource. It's not just a quiet place to think, it's a place where our brains can rest. Taking time to think and be quiet gives you the chance to connect deeply with yourself and the universe, which helps us hear our inner voice and look for the truth. In peace and quiet, we can think about life and change our goals and meanings. Set aside time every day for peace and quiet so your soul can heal. Strengthen Principle 20 and keep your humility in success. Often makes us feel proud which can make us less connected to others. Let's remember that every success is due to a lot of different people and things. Around us, keeping us in touch with our core values, humility, also makes our hearts open to learn and grow more. Recognizing that, even with all we've done, there is still a lot to learn. Remember to show respect and love from others don't come easily with success. They're the result of how we live our lives, how we act, and how we portray ourselves. To sum up, these 20 principles were motivated by the wisdom of philosophy from the past that has been adapted for current life. Gives us a plan for living a happy and purposeful life by accepting simplicity and valuing bonds, staying humble in times of success, and discovering the being positive in tough times. Each concept is a step toward mental growth and peace of mind as we go through with all the stress in our lives. Let's remember how powerful these timeless teachings. They make us think about the decisions we make, how we act, and the effects those we have on ourselves and the people around us. By putting these ideas through our daily lives, we start a journey that will change us and make our lives better. I invite you to join me in living a more focused and meaningful music life. Think about these ideas and how they apply to your life. Then, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Which concept speaks to you the most, and how have you put it into practice? These lessons in your life, your thoughts, and your stories could people in our town to start their own journeys of self-improvement. If you thought these ideas were helpful, please like this movie and subscribe to our channel. There are many videos on our site that can help you live a better life. Looking into similar issues, giving you useful tips, and telling you inspiring stories to help you on your way to growth as a person. Check out our video for more knowledge and plans to help you handle life's problems and chances with grace and strength. Let's build a group of thoughtful, mindful people. People who want to live their best lives, guided by the knowledge of the ages and the search for real happiness. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next watch video.